Alrighty guys, we're back for some Werewolf mid-range, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some standard ranked, because I do think this one's actually going to be pretty good overall. And I did play some test matches, I forget what the win rate was, but either way, hey, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. Also, we do got that relatively new Discord. If you want to join it up, there's a link in the description. What do we have in the build here, guys? We got a couple Inscription of Abundance because this card is just way too good, especially if you pay the kicker cost. Think of this as another 5-mana card at that point, because the number of times this card saves your butt from like the life gain and stuff is actually insane to think about. We have 4 prize fights because the instant speed on this is going to be important, but then also the treasure ramp is going to be even more important here because we have a ton of top end stuff to play. We have 4 pack leaders because it's a great werewolf. We have 4 Kessig Naturalists as well, and the ramp here, again, same as the prize fight, it's going to be very important. We're actually rocking 25 land in here too because it is mid-range for sure. So in our 3-drop spots, we have 4 Reckless Stormseekers because obviously we have a single fight rigging because I think there's actually a lot of great cards to hit with this, and I think that extra counter every turn is just going to be good even if you don't end up getting something to power 7 or greater. Now this could easily be a ranger class if that's what you want. That is completely okay. We have 4 Tovolar Dire Overlord, so even though it's a legendary creature, it's definitely worth the 4 of in here because it's probably the best werewolf in the deck because it gives you so much card advantage as you're swinging on in and just beating down the opponent's face. And it has a huge target on its back because of that, so the odds that the first one you play dies is actually just really, really high, so you probably want a second one to play right after. We have 4 Arlins. This Planeswalker is freaking sweet, and I'm actually shocked that it only sees play in werewolves, but it makes sense because the first ability works well with the whole nighttime nonsense. The second ability gives you wolves and stuff, but I just think this Planeswalker is good in general. Of course, I already went over Inscription. I just dropped it in the 5-drop spot. We have 2 Burn Down the House because Boros aggro is everywhere, and honestly, I think it's okay to go ahead and burn down your own board state because of how well this deck can keep cards in your hand between the pack leader and the Dire Overlord. So burning down your own board state and getting rid of all of Boros aggro creatures as well in hopes to just go ahead and try to outvalue them with all the card draw that you had is probably pretty good. And then in other circumstances, just dropping devils is pretty darn aggressive. So Volatile Arsonist, of course, this had to be a 4 of in a mid-range werewolf build. So this is a 5-drop with menace and haste. It's a 4/4. Whenever it attacks, it deals 1 damage to each of up to 1 target creature, player, and or up to 1 target planeswalker. And then, of course, when it flips to its nighttime side over here, it's 2 damage instead of 1 damage. This card just closes out games easily, and the fact that it's a werewolf here is just, you know, extra benefit at that point. On the very top end, we have Tovolar's Huntmaster. So this is a 6-drop 6/6. When it enters, you create 2 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. When it is nighttime, when it enters or attacks, create 2 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. And then it also has, for 4 mana, another target wolf or werewolf you control fights target creature you don't control. So a little bit of a fight spell just packed into the pack leader here. So in the mana base, we are rocking all 4 Secluded Courtyards, which might be a mistake, and here's why. We have double red on the Burn Down the House, double green on the Inscription if you kick it. We do have like cards like Prizefight, so if you do have 2 or 3 Secluded Courtyards just at the beginning, obviously you're not going to be able to play Prizefight or Fight Rigging, or even the Arlinn is technically not a werewolf, so I don't know. We'll see. The test matches, the Secluded Courtyard didn't get in the way at all, and honestly, I think it just helped, especially between Pack Leader and Naturalist. But yeah, we'll see. Got a couple Lairs, we got a Den and a Crucible, and of course a Who Endures as well. Honorable mention, Ava Bruck Caretaker. I just couldn't find room for this, and I think Tovolar's Huntmaster is going to be a little better. But if you could find room for this, then it's a really great card to hit off of Fight Rigging. Speaking of great cards to hit off of Fight Rigging, yeah, all the, so Burn Down the House, Arsonist, and Tovolar's Huntmaster, as well as even just our Planeswalker, are all great cards to hit off of the Fight Rigging, or anything with haste too, so like Stormseeker as well, so. Okay, pretty simple deck, guys. We're slamming down werewolves and hoping for the best at the at this point in the meta, man. Like, all the decks are so darn good. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it actually goes. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked and check it out. Holy cow, we got right into that first match before the intro even started. That's crazy, or the intro ended, I mean. Okay, so this is actually a pretty bad hand. We go first here too. We're probably gonna mulligan this, unfortunately. Yeah, 25 land total in the deck. We might draw into one, we might not. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay. Okay. Very well. I'm going to actually ditch the Stormseeker because we can play everything else. Sure, Prizefight can lead into the Stormseeker, but when we have 3 pack leaders, we might as well just drop all of our pack leaders. Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, right into pack leader. Actually have some game volume today, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that down a little bit. That way the mic doesn't pick it up. Oh, okay. We got some mill here, probably. That's most likely mill, so we probably want to go as fast as possible. Start with the swing. This is held open, so get another pack leader down, make them sweat a little bit. At least we can fight a crab if it lands. Also, Mill is going to have a hard time with the Tasha's Hideous Laughter in a mid-range build. Like, it won't completely eat through the deck like some of my other aggro builds. It might be more of a control style Mill, which is actually pretty scary. I'm going to start with the swing. Okay. Okay, alright, we got that land. I was gonna say, there's a ton of land in here, so gotta be cautious about a board wipe soon. But I think it'll be safe to go ahead and drop the Dire Overlord. Yeah, GG opponent. Oh yeah, look at, oh my, I didn't know I played all these test matches. I mean, I guess it's been a second, but yeah, look at that. Wow, 71%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 test matches, and then we have 1 victory today. Very nice. Very, very nice. We went first, and the opponent's deck was going too slow. You know, they did the whole turn 3 expressive iteration stuff, and at that point, if you don't have a board wipe, then yeah, it's looking pretty bad because the Overlord hits, and even if they have a board wipe for the next turn and they didn't die, then you're drawing a bunch anyways. It's a slower hand, but it's not bad. This is not a mulligan hand, is what I would say. Ooh, another Prizefight though. Yeah, we'll get the mountain down before the pathways. Okay. Well, this looks like it's going to be... Maybe I should have started with a green pathway in case we drew a pack leader. Well, live and learn, I suppose. A little bit punished there, but... Yeah, that's just one of those things. If you're playing the deck, you kind of... Exactly what I said. You live and learn at that point. Well, now... I don't think that whatever I play is going to survive. And I think I'd rather... I guess we'll attempt the Stormseeker because it doesn't have a huge target like the Overlord does. but it has like enough of a target to say, okay, I'll use my... Okay, we actually get this through. They go for the draw. Yeah, we had a really slow start. If this is just some simple mono white control or something, we know they have tons of removal. So what's good here is if we draw a land, which should be a good chance to draw a land. Werewolf. I think you can actually call human and be fine too. Either way, call werewolf because we're cool about it. And now we can go pack leader, or we could go naturalist. Now, pack leader so we can prize fight. We can prize fight on their turn, but we don't know if they're going to drop a blue mana and have a... If we don't prize fight... Okay, hold on. We might just bait out like a depopulate. I don't know. Let's pass. Because prize fight is instant speed. We don't entirely know what the opponent's playing just yet. I'm gonna say let's wait and see what happens. Okay, they go for a draw here. Yeah, I do wonder if they're supposed to have blue. Okay, another plains. So this... Here's why waiting might have been a mistake, right? Okay, so we actually don't get punished this time round. But it could have been simple spot removal. They could have just passed the turn. Alright. Let's get as much damage through as possible here. I was thinking Overlord, but let's just get as much damage through as possible. Because we're still drawing off the pack leader. One player. Submit 0. Because we have so many cards that have haste and stuff, so yeah, I think that's fine, even though a Doomscar is probably gonna happen here. Because getting them down to 6, we still have tons of cards in hand, tons of cards in the deck that have haste. It makes sense for the Arsonist. So yeah, we could have gone Overlord and actually drawn an extra one off the pack leader, but we would have gone for 5 less damage too. They would have been at 11 for just 1 extra card, because it's not like this is a wolf. Royal Warhound. Oh, I still have no idea what the opponent's playing, honestly. I really don't. We could just keep this open. Let's swing, because this is probably a Fateful Absence, and I'd rather see what we draw here. Submit 0. And like, we have the prize fight open too, but I don't know. Oh, Inscription of Abundance. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. So they go for a draw, and that's game? They get a blocker there, but this has Menace. They have 1 open here. And I suppose we could just prize fight instead of Inscription of Abundance. Oh, they crew it up. Okay. I mean, this still has Menace, so I think it's over. We still don't know what the last treasure is holding open, I suppose. We could still, I mean, yeah, we could still power up Pack Leader's ability because of the treasure token too. That's insane, actually. That's insane. What could that treasure be holding open, guys? I have no idea. In a mono white, what looks like mono white control or mid-range, maybe. I think it's game, but like, I don't know. They're thinking it through. I'm a little bit concerned here. Maybe I got too greedy with the prize fight early on, and we should have just let them play it out just in case. March, that's right. That's right, guys. March is a card. So actually, Inscription of Abundance, they're at 1. Oh no. Oh no, guys, I've been here before. Oh, okay, so if it's just a Wandering Emperor and no land, because if it is a land, then we have to be ready for the march. It is not a land, so we just drop a Reckless Stormseeker and swing it face. Very nice. And the inscription could have been buffed there too. Yeah, GG opponent. I was not thinking that March was going to be open there at all, but that makes so much sense. I bet some of you guys knew when I asked that that's what was holding it open. That makes so much sense. The opponent's deck was pretty cool. Man, 75% total win rate with some Werewolf mid-range so far. 100% win rate on the video. Feels good. We'll see if we can keep that going, right? Because generally speaking, the longer you play a deck, if it's like a good deck, then it'll start to go around 60% total win rate. And then if it's like an average deck, it probably would settle around at 55%. But honestly, I play so many different decks that I never get to that point anyways. Alright, that's a keepable hand. Sometimes I get confused with the legendary land, but you really just gotta think of them as, like, basic lands, essentially. Okay, can drop this, say Werewolf, and get ready for the next turn. Probably gonna go Who Endures into Pack Leader over the Naturalist ramp. Oh, another Courtyard, sure. Sure, that's fine. I guess the Naturalist ramp is pretty darn good too, though. No. It's Pack Leader because turn 3 Stormseeker can come down and we can draw a card off a Pack Leader, if nothing else happens here, of course. Wow, we're seeing a lot of Bank Buster today. That's interesting. Good draw with the land there. Oop. Nice, another Pack Leader. Opponent's down to 14. Is everyone playing control today? Is that what's going on? I'm scared, guys. Trying to take us out. Although, since we do have more of a mid-range style werewolf, we should be okay. It really depends, though. Prizefight, okay. Can actually go... One of these can get haste. I think it's just gonna be Pack Leader and draw. That's gotta be what we do, right? Because that's so powerful. Draw 2. Okay, some more land. I'm down. Down to 5, and we'll go ahead and play the mountain. And we'll actually keep this back. We don't want to run into a depopulate. We can... Yeah, we keep this back. Okay, let's see what they bring onto the table here, because they're at 5 already. Going for another Bank Buster, yeah. Loyal Warhound, wait a minute. Wait just a minute here, what is happening? This is so weird, right? They do get a land here. Comes out tapped, luckily. Like, what is like... What's happening? Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. So we can go Who Endures onto the Bank Buster, and they do get a land back. I'm tempted by the Prizefight because... Yeah, but we don't do that. We don't do that. We just... Oh my goodness. Let's get the second green source down then. Could actually go Crucible for an extra couple 1/1s over here. But keeping all of this open is 100% fine, too. Could actually drop Naturalist, attempt the Prizefight there. Because what happens... I don't know. I don't know how to play against these decks. I haven't seen them. And like, they've all been relatively the same-ish. So right now they want to use a Fateful Absence on the Stormseeker before... Okay, well we still have Prizefight open. Yeah, GG opponent. So I don't know how to play against those decks, clearly. Because like, what am I waiting for at this point? And why have all the decks been like that so far. Either way, wow, 77% total deck win rate so far. The games have been fast. You could totally call this Werewolf aggro if you want. The aggro version of Werewolf, you know, I forget if I said this at the beginning, but they still run Snow, and they run Blizzard Brawl and Frostbite, and then, you know, they run more 1-drops too. Like, there's a 1-drop pack leader that's a wolf. They run more 2-drops, I believe, and you rarely see Arsonist. So the opponent goes first here. That could be bad. We'll see. Another prize fight. Hello, opponent. What? I'll give you a cheers. Got some mono black. Okay. Probably first card's probably just gonna eat some Infernal Grasp, right? Opponent really likes that emote. Pretty funny. I missed those emotes. I wasn't playing at the time that set came out. Ooh, they pass it to nighttime for us. We can go ahead and play this on green, which we probably want to do. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. The fight rigging is tempting, but let's start with a swing and see what happens. It just goes through. Okay, well, we can use that green to play the pack leader. I don't know what's happening. Also, where are all the creature decks? I kind of made this deck to go up against Boros too. Oh, nice, Henrika. That's sick. Does that have Death Touch yet? No, it doesn't. Okay, well, we can go ahead and do that. Boop. And then we can go right into the Volatile Arsonist. Hello! GG, opponent. GG, buddy. I'm telling you, Prizefight is underplayed, guys. And we've been saying that for a while. Look at how that instant speed comes in handy, and then the ramp. Look, we're about to drop Crucible into Arsonist. Woo, buddy, that is a lot of damage. Actually, would that have just been, I mean, we would have drawn off of this too. 12 damage total. No. 14 damage total, because it would have came down as the Dire Strain, right? I think. Either way, 80% total win rate. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. We're in ranked right now, guys. I feel like I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I'm actually really scared that there's going to be some kind of balance that's going to happen now. Hey, as long as the losses are really long, that way we don't lose too many, right? Okay, so not the best hand. Man, we have a ton of land in this deck, believe it or not. The 25 just doesn't seem like a lot. Opponent goes first. So we are on the draw. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. It's definitely the worst hand of the evening, I would say, with no guaranteed early play. Really? More mono black? Really? Oh no. Oh, it might be Orzhov, actually. That would be really bad, too. Get a swing in before they deadly dispute on our turn. Oh no, a pack leader. Oh, I mean, it looked like a mulligan hand, but I really wanted to try it. We got so much land, though. We're fine. We're fine. Sedgemoor Witch. Oh, my. Oh, my. Woo. Land. Woo. Okay. Unfortunately, the Reckless Stormseeker trades right into the Witch. I think they'll take that trade. Let's go ahead and get the Dire Overlord down and prepare to draw, hopefully, but we know that a deck like that is running some serious removal, especially since they want that the Witch to, yeah. Well, Dire Overlord, you did your best. Maybe the Stormseeker swing would have actually worked. we get to see the Secluded Courtyard actually slowing us down in this particular match, so that is definitely something to think about. Is it gonna be a double block? Oh, okay. They want the treasure. Crap. Crap, guys, they want the treasure. A double block, then a -1 could have happened too, but Sorin, so they didn't have the land required to play the Sorin without the treasure. A little bit of lifelink. Oh, buddy, I mean, it wasn't looking good at the beginning, but it's really not looking good now, guys. But hey, we were overdue for a loss. That is not great. 1, 2, 3. We could grab a green, but it's such an easy block. I'd be shocked for a double block here, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plug both into the same one. Did we swing at Sorin? We know it's a chump block regardless with the Shamble Buddy. But I guess we'll swing at Sorin then, because they're pretty far from the blood on the snow. So they're gonna go treasure for what other 4 drops would they have? They might be rocking a Henrika in there too. Oh, they have 5 mana now. Searching the top. They find a land. Nice. That's what you want to see with the Sorin. Well, I mean, it depends what you're searching for, but yeah, to not take damage, you know? Menace gets through. We're down to 5. If we can get a green source here, Inscription of Abundance may have saved us, but not this time, huh? So we can actually still gain life off of Inscription too, because Naturalist can get us the green that we need. Wow, yes. Secluded Courtyard really slowed us down. Look at all the cards in hand that we couldn't play. So let's give the Naturalist haste. We can block on the ground with the Storm Slashers. Whoa. Yep. Still worth it. It's still worth it. Hit the Sorin. Grab the green. And then we have enough to gain life off of Inscription this turn, which we want to do this turn. Let's see what they end up doing here first. So Sorin is a goner. That's good news. And then we can't block the Witch. And we can't block in the sky, so we gotta go and gain X life where X is the greatest power. This is ridiculous, guys. The fact that we had to gain life against mono black control. Oh my goodness. We're still in it though. Oh, they're full swinging too. That's probably a blood on the snow then, unfortunately. Even though we're so low that I wouldn't blood on the snow, but I guess they want their Sorin back, so they might as well. Yeah, they might as well because... Oh! No, they decided not to. Hey, let's go. We got that land, guys. Yeah, a full-powered Inscription would have been the key last turn, but it's a little bit too late for that. So, we need, I guess, more creatures. They got 3 in the air over there. That's a problem. It's janky, but we're going for it. More creatures. And could actually go green, so we can swing with Naturalist and then get Pack Leader down too. Naturalist is so good, guys. So they could grab Mascot Exhibition here. They end up taking the 3. So we can block on the ground successfully, but their flyers are about to do us in. So what we need is more fight spells, but oh! They want to take out Arlinn and successfully double block the Witch, and we'll just normal block here. So we're down to 2. We're still alive. We just need 1 fight spell for the Vampire now. But again, it could be, okay, yeah, blood on the snow, grab the Sorin, make a vampire, and that is a GG. It has to be. I can't imagine any draw here. Mascot exhibition, yep, nice. That is a land. So what did we see this time round, guys? We actually did get to see the Secluded Courtyard completely hold us up. We'll drop the opponent the good game and let them swing on in. 72 total win rate, which is ridiculous. Look at that, 6 wins in a row there. Holy cow. That is ridiculous. Okay, hopefully we have time for 1 or 2 more matches. And let's go ahead and mulligan if we have a bad hand this time, right? I gotta stop playing around. I feel like with all those wins in a row, I feel like I have to not let the deck down. In the final thoughts, we'll talk more about the Secluded Courtyard. Because, okay, this is a decent hand. Opponent goes first again, that's not good. When is it ever good though, you know? No matter what deck you're playing anymore, it's like, oh crap. Comes down to the hand though, like that last one. Since we were on the draw, I decided, well, we'll probably draw land, right? No way. No way. What is this meta, guys? What is happening? Really? Oh, okay. Maybe it's a discard deck. Let's get rid of fight rigging. We don't need that. We don't need that right now. It's kind of a card you really want to see fight rigging in the middle of the game. You don't need it at the beginning. All right. Even though it was our turn 3, like, I'm not getting rid of a land. Not after that last game, you know? We can still go Arlinn if the Naturalist survives. GG, Naturalist. You played a good game, buddy. Yeah, you almost got there. Alright. Nighttime has arrived, and Arlinn is looking pretty good next turn. Unless they switch it back to daytime. Other words, we're probably going to go Arlinn into... Well, if we draw... Oh, what the crap's this? Discard 2? Oh, you monster. 2? Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no. We can't get rid of Arlinn, and Prizefight is going to... I don't know. Yeah, that's tough. That's really, really tough. So let's go ahead. Okay, so we did get a 2-drop. Get this down on green. Arlinn comes down as the flip side. And we can go ahead and +2. Get the Naturalist down. Back to daytime. By my own doing. Was it worth it? I don't know. I don't think it would have been worth it just swinging in for 5 there either, though, so. Because that's what we could have done. Yeah, the opponent really melted us. And there goes the Prizefight. Oh my! Guys, usually when we're up against discard, we're like, oh, this is, like, we're doing great here, you know? And Arlinn's not the greatest thing, but honestly, generating some wolves, and then generating more wolves next turn, and then playing Arlinn for more wolves might be the answer. Goes to nighttime, buffs all the wolves. Pretty good, actually. We might still be in this just thanks to Arlinn. Shamble Buddy, good. We might not actually discard our other Arlinn here. Some removal, yep, that makes sense. Since that buffs all the wolves. Goes back to daytime. Inscription, not bad, not bad. Alright. -3, get some wolves. Trade from the Shamble Buddy. We could go Inscription for some counters. to make their -1 obsolete so they don't ramp off of it. A cool little combat trick that might end up working out. Problem is, I want to get Arlinn down here too, so we might just accept the trade and just get Arlinn and go more wolves here. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, we accept the trade. Oh, they go treasure token. Crap. Okay. So, we have to be prepared for a meat hook. A meat hook for 2 is now available for the opponent. And so instead of wolves this turn, oh, it's so janky. We're going to actually buff Arlinn. Oh no, guys. Oh, we could have prepared for meat hook by just keeping inscription in hand 2 open, but then what if they made us discard both of those cards? Oh, these are so hard to play against right now. I don't know why. Oh no, meat hook for 2. Well, we came prepared for it. At least the Arlinn can regenerate some wolves. Yeah, meat hook's a card, guys. Meat hook's a card that's not going anywhere. Do we kill the meat hook? No, I think we get the inscription kicked open since they have creatures that we can hit. We can still get there, guys. We can still get there. We need to get a little lucky at this point because we know that the opponent is going to do everything to stop this from happening. You know, multiple meat hooks have to be in this deck. Oh no! I let it discard! Oh no! Oh, okay, we got a good draw though. I let that discard, guys. I was gonna play it. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. That was such a bad misclick. Oh, that was so bad. Oh man. We got a really good draw there. Down to 2. Yeah, yep. It was so bad of a misclick that the 2 counters on that would have won us the game. Oh no. Oh, it's a good thing we're mid-range, guys. We got so many good top-end creatures that end up surviving. Yeah, good game, opponent. That we didn't get punished. We didn't get punished for. Good game. Oh my goodness, my heart literally stopped when I let that get discarded there. 75 total percent win rate. We got a ton of matches in today. I don't know how many, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? We might have gotten 6 matches in today. Maybe 7. I'm not 100% certain. Either way, let's go actually talk about the deck a little bit because we're rounding the corner to 40 minutes at this point. Guys, this was a solid werewolf build, but what the crap were we playing against over there? Just when you think you know what the meta is, it like completely changes on you, and I have no idea what that meta was. Did we go up against a single creature deck? I don't think so. Did we? I forget right now because that misclick completely wiped my brain at that point. Okay, big thing. Secluded Courtyard. Yeah, 4 of them's greedy. I get it, guys. I know. Go down to 3 or 2. It's not going to punish you that often, and we did get a little bit unlucky overall the match that we did get punished with this. But when we rely on ramp for like Prizefight and stuff, and when we rely on the double green for the abundance, or even double red on the burn down the house, which actually didn't come into play today, then the Secluded Courtyard, having 4 of them is probably too greedy, but it really, really helps to, it helps you play out the Naturalist and the Pack Leader as soon as possible, and so that's really nice. Oop, I forgot to take out Ava Bruck out of the sideboard. Got to do that before I post it. So yeah, go down to 3 or 2 of these. Definitely test it though. I don't think you want to have no courtyards because since we're not rocking snow, you can successfully play the courtyard. See, the other werewolves rock snow, so it's not a great idea to have courtyard. Either way, 2 or 3 of these, go up just some other land. Even honestly, since it is mid-range, you could go up the dual land that gains you life. And I don't think you would mind that too much. I don't think it would slow you down. Just drop a couple courtyards, go up a couple of those if you didn't want to go up like another den or something too. Another den might not be the wisest decision since the front end of the build here requires a ton of green. So honestly, another lair would be better than the other den probably. Yeah, so much green in this top end that you might even want to drop a mountain. I do think more dual land might be required though, because it's pretty greedy. A lot of double colors out there. So something else to note, we had 25 land, but it sure didn't feel like it. I don't know if again we were getting unlucky. It certainly didn't feel unlucky with all those victories though. Let's be real. It just felt like we should have just had more land all the time, didn't it? Fight rigging. I really wanted it to be decent, but there was never a good moment to actually play it, and I do think that there are going to be times where fight rigging would come in handy to like get your creatures above a meat hook, for example, and eventually, I don't know, hit a Huntmaster off of it. That would be sick. But you could probably drop this and go up to 26 land too. And then hopefully you don't just flood out every game. Honestly, you probably will if you go up to 26. So it really depends. Other than that, I don't know what I would add if you do drop the fight rigging. Maybe the Avabruck, right? I said I couldn't find room for it. You could drop that, go up the Avabruck. But one of the main reasons that was an honorable mention is because it's also a great card to hit off of the fight rigging. So that's something think about. In that last match, we actually drew 2 Arlins when it really wasn't the best thing to draw. It ended up working out really nicely for us, able to get us a bunch more wolves down and whatnot. But you might be able to drop down to 3. I don't know if I would though. There's not a lot I would change here because the deck just overperformed easily. So the biggest thing was the courtyard and the fight rigging. Other than that, hey, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.